It looks like a normal glass of water, but it's not. It's actually a wormhole into another dimension. Just kidding. I'm just making fun. But what's not fun is that my water tastes funny. Ugh. That's why I picked up the H₂O OK drinking water analysis kit. It was in Home Depot for around $11, and it's from LabTech. The packaging says the kit can be used to test for 10 common water quality conditions, such as testing for chlorine. And the potential problem there is cancer? Seriously? The bag says the potential problem is cancer. Whoa. This test got real serious real quick. My journalistic instinct is to not accept that on face value. Is it fear-mongering or is it true? So I did a quick internet search and found this. Published reports have revealed increased risk of what's that word? Oh, I don't want that. I'll leave the links in the description if you want to read more, but after seeing all the links on Google, let's just say that my perspective has changed. Regardless, I certainly don't want excess chlorine in my drinking water. I don't want my water to taste like a swimming pool. But I don't know how to describe the taste of my water, so hopefully one of these tests can help determine what's wrong. The kit included 2 sets of tests, and in this video I'll be testing plain tap water from the sink and filtered water from the refrigerator. That's what's so disturbing. I thought that the filtered water would taste better, but both are blah. There are 3 different strips to use with the water. I'm starting with the combined 6 test strip. Well, that's not easy to say. 6 test strip. You're supposed to swirl it around 10 times in the sample water. 8, 9, I lost count. That's roughly 10. And the test says, I'm pregnant. I'm just kidding. But it does remind me of a pregnancy test. And it looks like I have hard water. This is not a precise test, but clearly the water is not in the OK range. The color is more blue than green. What kind of damage is that going to cause? Pipe scalds and reduced soap suds. Well, not as dire as the possibility of cancer, but that doesn't sound like fun either. The good news is that the chlorine appears to be in the OK zone. If I stretch out the color across all the boxes, it looks like it's in the 1 part per million range. So, am I going to die? Well, the CDC website says chlorine levels up to 4 milligrams per liter, or 4 parts per million, are considered safe in drinking water. At this level, harmful effects are unlikely to occur. It's interesting that the H₂O OK test is more stringent. It considers 1 or below to be OK. What's confusing is the alkalinity test. That looks like it's off the chart. It's really blue, although it's kinda greenish in the middle. Alkalinity is different than pH. And that test was also confusing, as the square is green. That doesn't really line up with the other squares. So I used a different pH test to get a better answer. If you're an avid viewer of Photics TV, you might remember this test from the tomato failure video. So the quality of the water can affect hydroponics too. Here the test water looks bluish, which is about 7.5 in this chart. That's normal. To make sure that I didn't screw things up, I compared the results to the filtered water. But I didn't see much of a difference. And with the other tests, the water scored OK. So why does my water taste funny? I still don't know. Which is why I was drinking bubbly while conducting these tests. That's why I have mixed feelings about this water testing kit. The coloring seemed unusual with the pH test. Also, I'm not sure if there's an alkalinity problem. Is the coloring of the strip just off? Or is the alkalinity score off the charts? I suppose that's the real problem. This is just a test. It doesn't suggest solutions. So even though I now have more data, I still don't know what's wrong.